Not one death will go unaccounted for. Not one! This is the beginning of the new Tafel reign!
My name's Legendary Agwang. Are you down for more Dragon Ball? Well, let's get right into it. Hey guys, what's going on? This is your boy Legendary Agwang. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys. And what I wanted to talk to you guys about, I wanted to talk to you about my Patreon, because I know a lot of you guys need information on this, and because there's a lot of frustration going on inside of the Patreon and outside of the Patreon. Now, a lot of you guys may already know why I created the Patreon, but for those of you who don't know, I'm going to give you a bigger explanation. Now, I created Patreon to pretty much discourage people from stealing my mods and taking credit for them, because that happened a lot, and it really like hurts me. You know, it's like I work hard on this project, and you just take it and make a variant of it, and as long as you give me credit, you think that's okay, and it's not. You know, not at all. So, in order to discourage that, I said, okay, I'm going to make it mandatory. You have to be a Patreon, or you just won't get the mod until 30 days later. Now, if it's one thing I know about a thief, they're not really going to buy anything. You know, they're not going to buy anything or pay for access to use something that they've been stealing before. You know, so it's really not, I mean, like, even if they did become a Patreon, I would pretty much know who they are. And because the only people who have access to my mods are Patreons, so unless they're giving it away to other people or the thieves or whatever, you know, then, I mean, either way, I still have a higher chance of knowing who they are. So that's why it really like works out for me. And I haven't really seen anybody steal any of my mods since. You know, I haven't seen anyone, you know, putting out posts and saying, you know, this is my mod, but give credits to Legendary Agwang for such and such. You know, that's not happening, you know, because I would pretty much know who you are. Okay, so it works for that. And another thing, you know, it's like, I mean, it doesn't hurt to get money as well, but I do only charge like $1 a month to receive all of the content that I created in that month. I spend numerous of hours creating it, you know? So $1 is nothing. No, it's nothing. If you want to pay more than that, then that's you, you know, thanks for the support. But it's not mandatory. $1, that's a bag of chips. Less than that nowadays. So it's not really much. It's not really much. I'm not really taking too much out of your pockets or whatever for you to get these mods. And if you don't want to get them early, you can get them 30 days later. You know, it's not mandatory. It's not, you know, if you don't become a Patreon, you don't ever get the mod because you're not buying mods. And to be honest, I don't really care for the money, which is why I'm not going to change who I am just so I can get your money. You know, I'm going to still be me, and I'm going to keep it real. That's just how I am. You know, money is cool and everything, but it's not worth me changing my personality or how I see things. So that's what that's going to be. Now let me tell you guys another problem that I had. Now, this came about, I'd say like 1 month after I got it, Patreon started and got things kicking. You know, it was getting ready for payroll time, and I was going to be able to receive your pledges at the end of the month, you know, for all the access or whatever. And when I went to check how much I got, you know, it was really low because a lot of people's cards got declined. And that's not a good feeling. It's like, yo, like, you just got like a free month and you didn't have to pay anything, you know. It's like, what makes you different from any subscriber if you're not even technically, you know, approved yet? So not only did that happen, you know, it's like I figured out, like, Patreon does not take your money. Even when you sign up, they do not take your money. You can pledge $5, $10, $1 million. They will not take your money until the end of the month. So whatever you're getting before that is pretty much free. You know, you're not paying for the previous month. You know, you're paying for the month ahead. You know, and I saw a lot of people being declined with their cards, and I was like, you know what, I need to find out something to stop that. I need to figure out a better solution. So I gave those people time to fix whatever they had. I gave them like 5 days to respond to me, tell me their situation, their problem, or, you know, I'm just gonna have to keep them out forever. you know, because that's not cool, you know. You can't just take advantage of someone's work like that, and you're not even really supporting them properly. You know, you might as well wait the 30 days like everyone else. You know, what makes you different? Just because you signed up and not paid? You know, you're no different than anyone else. And another thing, I mean, like, they can just say, hey, I've done my almost 30 days right before payday comes. They can just quit. They can just quit whenever they want. They wouldn't have had to pay a single dime. And I had to stop that. So I said, okay, you know what? Only process Patreons. People who have already paid for their month will be able to get mods. And from that point on, you're good. You're always going to get mods as long as you stay at Patreon. So this is what I'm trying to tell you guys out there. Because this is what brought a lot of frustration. People who have become Patreons and said, fuck it, I'm not going to do this anymore because I'm not getting mods. Well, guess what? I haven't received your money. So technically, you haven't even become Patreon. You know, it's more or less like you're reserving a spot to become a Patreon by the time it hits payroll day. So if you want any of my mods, even if you don't have any on there that you want right now, you're probably gonna want something the next month or the next month, and you won't be able to get it if you sign up at the wrong time. Because by the time you get it, I might be releasing it to all of my subscribers because I'm only giving it to process Patreon. Those who are on that sheet of paper that said their paychecks, their payment has been processed, those are going to be the people that I'm giving it to because they have already paid for their month. And if you decide to wait too late till something cool comes out, that is your choice. And like I said before, I'm not really doing this with a priority thinking about money, so I don't really care if you pledge $100 and you say you're gonna pay it. If you don't become a process Patreon, you don't get the mod. It's just as simple as that. Now another thing is, I want to let you guys know what you receive when you become a Patreon. I have 3 ranks so far. The $1 pledge, which is the Saiyan, the $3 pledge, which is the Kaiō-shin, whatever you want to call it, and the $5 pledge, which is the maximum right now, is the Super Saiyan. You know, because I'm not going to make one if I don't have cool stuff to give you guys. Now, the first one, obviously, you're going to gain access to all of my mods for 1 month before subscribers. You're going to gain the alpha and beta access to selected mods that are unfinished products, and you gain Patreon only mod pack builds. What that is, that's like when I combine certain mods together so they can have an all-in-one pack. That all-in-one pack, they won't have to install one mod and then the other mod and that mod. They just have this all-in-one pack, and it's just good like that. It's just a little Patreon exclusive thing that I did, you know, such as the all-in-one Xenoverse Pack 1 add-ons. That's what they got. And they also gain 1 mod request raffle ticket. Now what that raffle ticket does for you is in each month I'll do a raffle where you have a chance to win a mod request, because a lot of people always ask for a mod request, so I figured I'd put that feature up there, and we pretty much hit the milestone to unlock that feature. So if you win with your mod request raffle ticket, then you get a mod of whatever you want, anything within reason, you know, things that you've seen me create before, so you know my capabilities, anything within those range. I mean, of course I'm not gonna make your own Xenoverse Pack 6 thing, you know, because that's just crazy, you know, but anything within reason. The next one is the Kaiō-shin. You gain all previous rewards, and you gain priority in Q&A questions. Now I haven't really started my Q&A questions yet, so you might not understand what that really means for you. You just have to wait and see later on this Sunday when I actually put up the first one. You also gain 3 mod request raffle tickets as a $3 Kaiō-shin pledger. And the final one is the $5 one, Super Saiyan. You gain all previous pledge rewards. You gain 1 voucher for a customized mod pack of your preference using existing mods. What that means is any mod that I have created and you wanted it all in one, you know, if you wanted my Battle of the Gods 2 pack in a, you know, pretty much combined with my True Xenoverse Pack 5 pack, you can get that. You can customize it whatever way you want, and I will make it, but it's only with my mods. No one else's mod, only my mods. That's how that works. and you can get that once a month, but you have to use that voucher each month because I can't get caught up with a whole bunch of vouchers and everybody want me to create their own unique pack, so it has to be used within that month. Okay, and you also gain 5 request raffle tickets. You know, $5 for 5 requests. No, why not? Alright, and you also gain live access to modding tutorials. So if you wanted me to do a modding tutorial for you live, I will be able to do it. I will announce it when I'm gonna have time to do it, and I will do it. But you guys have to let me know if you have something you want to learn, and I will teach you. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter whatever it is, I will teach you. Alright, and the last one is have your name in the Dragon Ball Xenoverse introduction credits of each mod release. Now, what that is what you guys saw earlier when I started the game. You'll be able to have a big shout out and thank you for supporting me as a Super Saiyan Patreon. And that's pretty much the end of this, I guess. I hope this has been really informative for you guys. And if you have any other questions, let me know in the comments and I will answer all of them. So, with all that being said, have a great day and I'll see you guys later. Peace.